this was serious business, and I just wasn't going. I wasn't going by a long shot. So I'm like, Cody, you trying to tell me you ain't give my brother this pill? He like, I just told y'all 1,000 times that I did not give Mark that pill. So I'm just looking at him. So I'm like, you did though. He like, it took all y'all to come over here at my crib and ask me that. I'm like, yeah, it did. I'm like, and we know you lying. We know you gave it to him. He like, I don't know what Mark told you, but I'm telling you, I didn't give it to him. So I said, Mark ain't tell me nothing. He like, wait, what? I'm like, Mark ain't tell me nothing. He like, so who told you I gave him that pill? I'm like, I saw you. He like, so you saw me hand him that pill. I'm like, I went out there, I saw y'all talking, and I saw Mark with his hand balled up. But did you see me give it to him though? So he's stuck on the part of, I saw what he was trying to do. He was trying to spin it on me. But you can't fool me. You can't fool me. Just, I'll play dumb, but you can't fool me in case I let you. So he like, so you saw me. So now he getting loud, he get hyped because he felt like he done found the little piece to defend him. So you saw me. Give Mark that pill. Come on. So you saw me though. So I'm like, yeah, I was outside talking, right? In front of the crib. He like, yeah, so? I'm like, okay, so you think I'm lying. He like, if I'm not lying, you gotta be lying. Beth, look, let me talk to you, Beth. So Beth like, I don't want to talk, Cody. Like, all I want to know is, did you know how May is, especially about May's kids? Like, no, I have to live next door to that lady. That lady is crazy. So I'm like, hold on. I tell Beth, like, wait a minute, don't talk about my mom. Because I felt like she was low blowing, like, wait a minute, not too much on my mom. I don't care, I guess she is crazy. She crazy. But I'm the only one that could call her crazy out loud like that in front of other people. You can't just be calling my mom crazy. The Cody's still your friend. So immediately I felt like he was playing with me. So I said, you know what? I know what to do. So Beth like, what you finna do? So Piper and all of them trying to figure out what I'm finna do. I'm coming down Cody's stairs. I ain't even get back in Piper's car. So Piper like, Roshan, Roshan, she trying to talk to me. So she finally catch up to me. I'm walking off. When I turn around, everybody is walking, you know what I'm saying, towards my way. So I'm like, I turn around, but I see everybody, but I don't see Cody. I say, tell Cody to come on. So Beth like, hey, what you about to do? I'm like, tell Cody to come on. Beth, please, just come on, man. Tell Cody. Please tell Cody to come on. So she like, all right, just hold on. So she goes back upstairs. Now I'm on like the next block, like the end of the next block, which would be my block. So Bevan across the street, we can see her. We see her going to push. She knocking for a nice little minute. So I'm like, see, he playing because he in there. He in there, right? So I'm looking and I see him coming around, right? I see him coming like around from the back, but Beth is still knocking. So I'm like, Beth. She finally look. I'm like, there you go right there. Because what you trying to do? You trying to sneak up? What you trying to do? Sneak? Because this is what I was getting. I was getting that you was trying to be sneaky. You was trying to, come up there and sneak up on her. Nah, I mean, I don't like her like that, but I ain't going to let you sneak her. Especially she having my back. So you see Beth like, and you see them like moving their hands. You see them just like yapping. And you could tell by the body language that it wasn't a good yap. So you see him now walking with Beth. And so now, boom, he like, what? I'm like, no. I say, you say you didn't give it to him, right? He like, I'm like, there's only one way to find out. So we walk and boom, we get in front of Beth's crib. So Beth like, why we in front of my crib? I'm like, James in there? Is James in there? That's what I want to know. Is your cousin James up in there? Yeah, I didn't know I was going to pull it. So Beth like, I don't know, let me call him. So Beth called. She put her phone on speakerphone, right? So we get here, boom, James pick up. He like, yo. She like, hey, where you at? He like, I'm at the park. She like, which park you at? He like, the one that's 15 minutes away. So she like, look, it's something that just happened. You need to come to my house. He like, wait, we just got out here. He like, we literally just left. You can hear him. So I'm like, I'm talking. I'm like, hey, James, this Mason, this Rody Doty. He like, what's up? I'm like, hey, I need to talk to you. He like, y'all can't come to the park. Man, I'm not going to no park. So Beth like, just drive back. I give you some gas money and I'll smoke with you. On my mama, I swear to God, this dude drove back. We just sitting in front of Beth's crib. This dude drove back. We see him, right? So Cody like, is this all necessary? Like, why y'all just can't take my word for it? Nobody says nothing. Cody is just sitting there basically talking to himself. So Cody gets on the phone and he's like, you know, he's talking like, yeah, I guess they're going to try to jump me. We don't even know who he's talking to. James pulled up in the park. So James like sitting in the car. So I'm looking at Beth like, is he going to come up here where we at? You know what I'm saying? He just sitting in the car. So she like, no, come on, y'all, let's walk to the car. So we walk to James' car. And so James, he got his seat leaned back. He got his music playing. He like, why are y'all on my auntie porch? So Beth like, cause of you. He like, cause of me. So I'm like, hey, I got a question for you, James. So he like, what's up? So I'm like, I dug in my pocket. I'm like, is this yours? So he like, wait, you the cops? You the pigs? I'm like, no, I need to know something. I'm like, because I know that this can be yours, and that's where Cody got it from. So he like, oh yeah, I gave Cody a few of them. He like, I just threw him some. He like, just in case if you want to make a little money. He like, what, y'all trying to get on? What? No, I ain't trying to get it. First off, if I serve, I'm serving bud. I ain't serving no PLC. Pills gonna put you somewhere in there for a long time. And the way my looks is set up, I don't think I'm gonna fit in. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like they suit. Orange ain't never been my thing for real. So I'm like, so I tell him straight up like, no, I'm like, so he gave this to my brother Mark. So he like, what? I'm like, yeah. He like, hey. He like, Cody now. Cody, he's still on the phone, acting like he ain't paying attention to what's going down. He ain't even nowhere near the car. He on the sidewalk, like, pasting in front of my house and Beth's house. So he like just walking back and forth. No, buddy, this conversation is about you. You said that you didn't get Mark this. So we're about to find out. So James get out the car. Now, James is he about, what, 6'1", about a good 280, like this dude was big, right? James was big. He was like high yellow. He had like light green eyes. He had a fade, but his line used to be always receiving. He used to always talk about his lining, but he was always cool. I never had no problems with James. He was always cool. When he saw me, always speak. Me and him never had any beef before. When me and Beth used to go back and forth, I used to go run into him when I could. He used to be like, I'll talk to it. He always had my back. Period. He was always cool. Anytime his presence was around, it was good presence, right? So he goes over there and starts talking to Cody. He like, hey, yo, get off the phone. Get off the phone. He telling Cody to get off the phone. So they in front of my house, right? Now, as they in front of my house, we got like little lights that like, you know, like where you line up the grass at? My dad got sensor lights right there. So, you know, that was popping on. So, you know, the camera is right there. So I'm like, low-key like, hey, y'all, get from in front of my house. Get from in front of my crib. Like, because I didn't want my mama to spot me, see me, or let alone see anybody in front of the crib. Because my mama will come out. Or send my dad out and be like, hey, y'all take that where y'all belong at type. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, y'all, get from in front of the crib because, you know, y'all going to be on the camera. So they scooted down. And so Cody was like, I never said you didn't give me none. And so he like, so wait, you gave this the May's son? So he like, no, he like, this look like mine though. He like, so I promise you, Jay's dug in his pocket and he put, it was the same exact pill, bagged in the same type bag. It was like it was giving Cody his line. It was giving Cody his line. So Beth say, so you gonna lie, Cody? Cody, we gonna ask you one more time. So Beth take off her shirt and she had on a beater. So I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, time out, hold on. Hold it, like, because taking off your shirt is like, hold on, let me take out my earrings, hold my earrings. Wait, let me put the Vaseline on my face. Let me put on the good foot. Let me put the good shoes on. Like, I didn't know, like, what was happening, but seeing the shirt come off was letting me know that it's about to get ready to go down. So I'm looking, I'm like, oh my God. So she like, Cody, I'm asking you one more time. I'm not going to play with you. Did you give Marky that pill? He said, Belle, just let me talk to you over here. Like, she said, I'm not playing with you. So James like, hey, it's late. Don't be yelling. He like, don't make it hot over here because, you know, Miss Smith's son was an officer. But if he wasn't there, Miss Smith will call the police. Miss Smith will call the police on us and would not care. Would not care who she calling about. She would not care. So I'm like, hey, look, just tell the truth though, bro. I'm like, did you give my brother the pill? So he like, Beth, I told you I didn't get him. I don't know where he got it from. So James was like, well, you the only one that I share some with. He like, I ain't even give it to my peoples yet. You know what I'm saying? To start selling around the crib. He like, I serve like 30, 40 minutes away from my, you know, my auntie crib. So when I be able to come over here, I could chill. So basically he didn't want to defecate where he was eating at. You get what I'm saying? He didn't want to defecate where he was eating at. He was playing it smart. You know what I'm saying? Like he go in other neighborhoods, knock off the bags, serve, and then come back in his neighborhood and it's peace. But it can't be peace if you got somebody up here making it hot. So Beth like, did James give you the pill, Cody? He like, you know what, I ain't got to answer y'all. And he walked off. Beth straight, boom, hit him upside the head. Where she hit, I be in the back of the head. Like Beth ain't no little more. Like Beth a little hefty. So the way she ran up and just, you could hear the crack. Like we all heard it. Cause we was like, oh, like everybody was like, whoa. Like you just got like, oh, it's about to go down. He turned around, he like, why you hit me? First off, why you hit me? It's crazy. That's diabolical. It would have been fist swinging even if I would have lost. The fisticuffs would have been getting ready to perk her up. What you mean? He was holding his head like, why you hit me? She like, where you get the pill from? So he like, fine, he was holding his head. That boy said, fine, I got it from James. I got 4 for James, okay? He like, and I gave one to Mark because I told Mark that I got something from James. So James like, why you telling people that, you know what I'm saying, that I'm serving? He like, I don't want nobody over here to know. Like, he like, I want to be low key. So he like, man, I can't mess with you no more. He like, you a singing bird. He like, you a hummingbird. You talk too much. So James like, man, I need to smoke. James walk off, right? So he like, Beth, you really hit me? She like, I can't mess with you, Cody, no more. He like, we've been friends since grammar school. You know, they going back and forth. So Beth like, nah, you wrong, because I asked you 1,000 times. You could have just told me. You could have just said, yeah, I gave it to you. That's all you had to say. I just needed to know because now you got my cousin into some, you know what I'm saying? So now she cussing. So I'm sitting up there like, hey, I'm enjoying the free fall. So Cynthia like, hey, come on, Beth, let us go. So Cody like, so we not friends no more? He's standing right there. We ain't friends no more. This girl walks clear off, okay? While he's standing there holding the back of that file cabinet, the back of that nugget. I know that had to hurt because he thought like he could just walk off the scene like no one going on. That's all you heard. He turned her, why you hit me? Yeah, don't be startled now, buddy. Now you got the walk of shame walk. That's what's happening. That's the walk of shame walk you're walking. So boom, he finally walks off. And so Beth like, man, don't tell your mom. I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna tell my mom. But I was still heated. So Raymond like, yo, he went out like a sucker. So Piper like, you know, it's a lot going on because it's a lot of us right there. So James like, y'all want to match? So Piper like, I got some bud on me. I'm like, you drove it? First off, but if you would have got pulled over, like you drove it. She was like, yeah, so we could be able to smoke. Because I thought like, that's why I probably was coming over. I'm like, well, no, we're not matching because I couldn't. for me, I knew I couldn't smoke and go in the house. Like, my eyes gonna be red. It's gonna be low. I'm gonna be smelling like it. So I just happened to grab my phone and glance at the time. I'm like 5 to 10 minutes, going on 5 to 10 minutes strong of being late. All right? 5 to 10 minutes of strong being late. You know, like I was just late, but not really like, oh, well, I got a 5 or 10 minute grace period. So I'm thinking like, okay, you know what? I'm going to find a way to back up. I'm already right here at my crib. So my mom ain't called me. My mom have not called me. She have not bugged me, which is great. I'm loving it. So I'm like, in the next I'm like telling myself, like, in the next 3 minutes, I'm going to find a way to share away. So I tell Piper, like, hey, come over here, let me talk to you in your car real quick. So Raymond like, hey, everything good? I'm like, yeah, everything good. So Raymond like, all right, I'm gonna go back to my girl crib, and then I'm gonna go to my crib. I'm like, hey, you want me to walk you there? You want me to have Piper to drive you there? He like, yeah, y'all drop me off there. So we gets in Piper car. So I let the window down like, hey, Roy, y'all, I'll be right back. They like, all right, where you going? I'm like, just right here to drop them off at this girl's. So we pull up in front of Raymond girl. Right? Everybody else is in front of Beth crib. So boom, Raymond like, you gonna be good? I'm like, yeah. He like, what you about to get ready to do? You like, you finna go down there and smoke with them? I'm like, no, I'm finna go in the house. So as soon as I said I was finna go in the house, Piper neck, it was the way, I don't know how she did it, but it was like, I was like, no, I'm finna go in the house. She like, oh, like, wait, what? So he like, all right, cool. He like, all right, I'm going. He like, hit me up tomorrow, man. I'm like, all right, for sure. He like, yo, tell your brother don't be taking no pills. He like, you should be doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking like, you're making me more mad. As he get on the cart, he shouldn't be doing that. He shut the door. So Piper like, so you going home? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, my curfew, I'm already late. So she like, so why did I come over here if I knew you wasn't coming back to my crib? I'm like, how would I even get back home? She was like, I would have made sure you got back home. Then I come over here. I'm like, you want to just kick it in the car for like 10, 15 minutes? She like, no. She like, it's okay. You can go. I'm like, hey, stop. She like, what? I'm like, give me your hand. So she give me a hand, right? And so she put a hand like this. Now I'm a lover boy. So she put her hand like this. So I'm holding her hand. I'm like, you okay? She like, no. I'm like, so you mad at me? She like, yes, because I want to hang with you. I'm like, but you weren't thinking about me until I hit you up. She like, how you know if I wasn't thinking about you? I'm like, you never really blew me up or hit me up like that. She like, but I wanted to. I'm like, but you didn't. So I'm like, and then plus, you got somebody, right? She like, we just started talking. I'm like, right, but you still got somebody. You still got somebody. She like, but you got. It's like, so she said like I got girls, right? I'm like, I don't. I'm like, I don't got no girls. She like, it's hard to tell. I'm like, so you gonna be mad at me and ain't gonna talk to me no more? She like, no. I'm like, how about I make it up? Right after I'm done with school and all that, I'll come visit you. She like, I guess. I'm like, soon as I get out of school, I'm coming straight over. So she like, okay. I'm like, and I'm gonna call you. She like, okay. She like, give me hugs. So I'm like, all right, so I hug her. So she like, as I'm hugging her, she like, you sure you don't want to smoke? You know what I'm saying? What I got? I'm like, nah. So I'm hugging. She like, don't let me go. So I'm like, when I say girls love my hugs, they love my hugs. Because when I hug you, I'm all up in here with the hug. I'm squeezing you. So she like, you better not be talking to nobody else. I'm like, ain't nobody talking to nobody else. So boom, I get out the car and I'm like standing there waiting on her to pull off. She pull off, she's gone. As I'm walking, right, I'm on the opposite side. I see, because this is straight up the street. Is like, if you keep looking and you look far down, you can see, because Cody house was at the end of that next block. So it was right there. So you can see somebody coming, but they got like an object in their hand, right? So I'm looking, because it's dark outside, so I'm squinching my eyes like, and then I see them cross over to the other side. So I crossed over, which would be my side where it's Beth and all that. So I'm looking, so I'm like, And I see them, but I see them walking fast.